I had a very unhappy childhood. My father was often an alcoholic. He also had a violent temper. He also beat my mother and sister. My parents got divorced when I was 11 years old, and I was happy to finally leave my father. Later, my sister went to college in another place. My mother had a hard time working too. She came home very late every day. Without the discipline of my family, I started to slowly become bad and hang out with some bad people. At that time, I thought these friends were very nice. We all had a lot of fun together. I have post-traumatic stress disorder, which started when I was a kid. I'd rather be alone now. Instead of trying to please people like I used to. When I was 20 years old, I had headaches for months on end and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was being physically and mentally wrecked. I felt like my life was going dark and there was no one to help me. I felt so desperate. I drank a lot of alcohol and took a lot of painkillers. I went back to bed and didn't feel anything special at first. I just wanted to leave the world. I told myself, it's time for me to leave. Just then, everything started to go dark. A few seconds later, I saw my mother running into the room. I didn't understand what was happening. I thought it was strange that my mother was crying, and then I looked down to take a closer look and saw a familiar face. I froze for a moment. Wasn't that my body? Goodbye, poor guy. I feel a little guilty now that I didn't think about how my mom would feel after I left. I think she will slowly get better later. Now I feel freed. It's like a prisoner has been released. I am no longer limited by my body and I can be completely myself. I feel incredibly confident and brave. I was floating upward, not very fast. I crossed the ceiling. I could see the roof of my house and the swimming pool. I was rising faster and faster. I crossed the clouds and entered the starry sky. I could see the moon. I was going faster and faster and I entered a darker area further away from the moon. It was all very new and exciting. I felt close to reaching the center of this darkness. And after a while I knew that other beings were approaching me. I could feel that they were not very friendly. They were getting closer to me and I could feel their thoughts. I knew they weren't human, but I didn't know what they were either. They are starting to invade my mind. I don't want them to do this because it scares me. I don't know how to stop them. They don't have eyes or a mouth. Their body structure doesn't feel very normal. Their leader is very large and it has a red appearance. This creature is not male or female, it is a monster without a gender. They are like crazed serial killers that prey on innocent people. I could feel its ruthlessness and cruelty. As they got closer to me, the creature in the lead roared at me and said, "I hate you, you deserve to go to hell." I asked it directly, "Do you know me? Who are you? I don't understand why you hate me." It said to me, "Don't you know who you are?" I replied, "I don't know." It roared loudly, "God, he doesn't even know that he is your child. Why not let him go straight to hell? It's not fair. He should be as damned as we are." That's when I began to feel panic. I immediately shouted, "Jesus, help me, I'm so scared. Jesus, where are you? Help me." Just when I was at my most desperate, a light appeared before my eyes and the demons began to back away in fear. I suddenly entered a tunnel of light. It was filled with love. I knew I was now safe. I knew this light was Jesus, and he embraced me. The light was very bright, but it didn't hurt my eyes. My broken heart was healed as he took my soul into his arms. He calmed me down. He told me, he was going to show me something that would help me understand something so that I would know what to do when I returned. I refused to go back into my body. He was patient. He knew I was upset. He told me to calm down and listen to him first. Slowly, I calmed down. Where we were, it was like a part of heaven, but I didn't see any relatives or anything else. Jesus took me through my past life with him. I saw some of the things I had said and done. I saw every impact I had had on others, whether intentional or unintentional. Jesus told me, I have some flaws in me, but I will continue to grow. I asked Jesus, why is there still so much suffering on earth, which I don't really understand? Jesus told me, we have a lot of work to do here on earth. The process of growth is more important to us. I told Jesus, I don't know what my mission is on earth, but I am too tired to go back there. I feel like I can't do anything right and I have no family to help me. I felt very lonely. Jesus comforted me by saying, I have been with you throughout your life. I love you and you are my child. I say it again, you are my child and I love you. I promised Jesus to return to earth, because I know that in the near future I will return to this place, to stay with Jesus forever.